If you've got a garlicky onion smell on it and it's got this broad leaf with a reddish orange stem, you've got ramps. Okay guys, here's a patch of ramps. All right, and the ramps are in the wild onion group. They're growing on a hillside here. We're probably within 300 feet of the St. Joseph River right now. All right, but these plants grow in small groups. And the way you can identify them best is they're going to have a red stem on them. I'm going to lean right in close so you can see that red stem. All right, it's going to have a broad leaf on it. And if you tear the leaf, you don't want to just start eating things out in the woods. But if you tear the leaf and then smell it, it'll have a very definite onion smell to it, almost a garlicky smell. If you've got a garlicky onion smell on it and it's got this broad leaf with a reddish orange stem, you've got ramps. All right, so in a patch of ramps that we're going to harvest for food, we're going to look at the patch and we're going to say, number one, never take more than half. Right? Number two, don't harvest them all in one area because they have a little bulb underneath them. All onions have a small bulb, and we need those bulbs to reproduce. And the only way that bulb is going to get new energy is by sun shining on these leaves. So if I take away all of the leaves, the bulbs aren't going to get any energy for next year. So I'm going to mix around and cut my ramp leaves out in different locations. Right? Some people will dig the bulbs up. I'm not a real big fan of that because it disturbs the soil so much, and then the bulbs nearby often dry out and die. All right, that handful is enough for what I'm going to need for my dinner tonight. I'll add that to a few others that I've already collected, and we'll be able to make this into kind of a paste, almost a pesto when we get home, and we'll use this to put on our dinner tonight, and we'll show you how that works when we get back to the house. All right, so just to wrap it up, you're wandering through the woods, you see this bright green. Don't confuse it with skunk cabbage. You'll know the smell of that right away if you grab a hold of it. Skunk cabbage is usually going to be in a wetter location. These will be in a drier location. Find the leaf, look at them, taste, smell it first. If it smells oniony, then you can probably go ahead and taste it, and then you can collect them if you need to. If you don't have scissors with you, you can just tear a few off. That's okay. But if you're harvesting a lot of them, you should cut them with shears. All right, so this is an example of some wild foraging that we can do here in Southwest Michigan to collect something to spice up our dinner.